agenda is the black man is not God. The black man ain't God, like Otis shouting at the end. The black man is God. There ain't none of that. What rappers you hear talking about the black man is God?
They kill all of that 5%. Jay-Z's 5%. You know that, don't you?
He none of one. No.
No, he is. No, but he's 5%.
No,
Talk to me.
He's fronting, boss. He had a lovely 5% piece, a beautiful 5% piece. I've talked to the gods, man. I've talked to Earths. He's been to some of the show and proves and whatever. He's not no 5%. No,
but he pushes them.
No one.
You can blame my old Earth for the things she instilled in me, building me. I know Jigga's lyrics, but I knew about 5% through him and Wu-Tang.
Exactly.
Him and Wu-Tang were pushing knowledge of self. Okay, Jay-Z not so much. He just put the odd. He just sprinkle it in.
Exactly. Yes.
But when you look, he was round man like what's that bit of that Erykah Badu's baby father, the 5% done. Jay Electronica.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to say to you.
To Jay.
Now,
hey, before you continue, you know he was with the Rothschild's daughter, one of the Rothschild's daughter. Have you seen her?
That's crazy. I didn't know that now.
Continue, please.
All right. So all I'm saying is this: they're successfully putting us as the face of. When I say us, not us as in black people, but like hip hop, which then in turn trickles down. Now, what I'm trying to say to you is, most of the theories you hear online, there's no real evidence to them. Listen, think about it. Like the video this girl sent me, she was saying that like my man loves young girls, and I said, where'd you get that notion from? Where'd you get it from? Like, as you as a person in UK, how would you know that? She sent me the video. No, but it was all propaganda. There was not one solid piece of content that I could have said, yeah, that looks dodgy, you know. When I watched the Damon Dash interviews, he just seemed bitter. I'm going to keep it real. Jay-Z had to get away from my man. I'm keeping it real. He had to, because my man was crashing out. But it's mad to see the hate people have. Like, people want to see a man crumble. They want to see a man fall. And I'm like, damn, you lot better be careful that these things don't hit you. So, okay, let's get into this thing anyway.
Before we end this here, Elvis Presley married someone who's very young, right?
Yeah.
Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Balls of Fire. How old was his girl? There's a geezer, what's his name, with the big glasses? Woody Allen?
Woody Allen?
Yeah, Allen?
Or Woody Harry? Yeah, it's one of them,
Allen.
yeah.
Not Harrison, but Allen. You got flipping the geezer a director who's got an international arrest warrant for himself. International arrest warrant for underage assault of a young girl. International arrest warrant for double years. I can't remember what the hell's his name? Roman Polanski. Remember that name, siblings? Google that there. He's still making films. He's getting awards. Actors are standing up when they talk about, yo, my man, the best, man, all this thing. They're co-signing it. They know the flex. They know the proclivities of these wicked men. Listen, as you said, it's a sickness. And there's some sick people, unfortunately, who do like young people, pederasts, and pedophiles. There's a special place that should be for them. And unfortunately, because the governmental system, because the devil runs this earth, the earth has been given to the hands of the wicked. If not, come on, people, 3-4 generations ago, if you did these kind of things, you would be hanging in public.
Facts. 100%. That's how sick these things are.
Come on, man.
That's how sick these things are. And like you said, pedophilia is a situation that a man is attracted to young people, which means he's going to look for young people. Just like with Diddy, I definitely believe that my man's gay and he was trying to hide it, which is probably why he was paying man to come round and do that in private. And when they say everything in the dark comes to light. So it's a thing where he was hiding and doing it. But if you're dealing with minors, that ain't something a man does once. Let's keep it real, Noble. Minors, for a man, listen, a man like me is big old man,
Come on.
Big old developed woman. Come on. That's my thing. But for other men, they might see some little slimmers that is just young and they're attracted to that. That's you're attracted to like young features and that you're sick. Yeah, so you're going to be looking for that. To slap that on a man, come on, you got to give the man a chance to defend himself. But all right, let's react to this thing.
Come.
Let's react to this thing. People, take away all them DVDs from the 2000s, take away all the conversations in the barbershop, isolate it to what we're doing here right now. This is the accuser who went onto NBC. All right, folks? Let me make sure that we are, we're live with it. Okay, hold on, people. All right, so, sorry, folks, I didn't pan the screen, right? All right, let's get into this thing. So, again, this is the accuser on NBC News. All I want you to do, forget it was Jay-Z, and let's pretend it was you or your brother, and tell me if this makes sense. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
You should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or run your life.
A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet, but it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
An NBC News review of her account found inconsistencies with her allegations. She says that she went to the MTV Video Music Awards in 2000 to catch a glimpse of her favorite celebrities.
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism.
Okay, so hold on. People, listen. She's an autistic 13-year-old who traveled 5 hours, an autistic 13-year-old who traveled 5 hours, Noble, got a friend to drive her 5 hours to New York to get to the VMAs. Yeah, just bear that in mind. An autistic 13-year-old. Those of you that are on the stream now, a lot of you must know what autism is, isn't it? How it works. I know there's different people on the spectrum,
Levels.
but
Yeah.
come on, folks. If you're a parent with a child with that, let's just keep playing. Let's keep playing.
Is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
In addition to having autism, the woman says she suffered a head injury. The night of the 2000s VMAs, she says a friend drove her from Rochester, New York to Manhattan, a more than 5-hour drive. Her attorney provided NBC News with the name of the friend who has since died. The woman says she spoke to Combs' limo driver, who offered her a ride to an after party.
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
All right, so hold on. So listen to this. She gets to New York and just happens to see Diddy's at the VMAs this time, you know. She just happens to run into his driver now, who says, you're what he's looking for, a young girl. Now, I'm not saying that ain't true, but just listen how everything's working out. You've traveled there with no documentation to get in, and luckily you've just, I've just got here and Puff Daddy's bloody driver I've bumped into. These times, Noble, let's get it right. 2000 Diddy is hot like fish grease.
Come on.
He's only 3 years away from missing you.
Come on.
Yeah. Mason, the man, is still hot as ever in these days, yeah. Harlem World's just dropped 1 year before. Mary's on fire. Come on, man. The man's really, really at the height of his fame these times. Let's
And
keep
how
going.
many limos would he have just for him and his entourage alone? And then multiply that for the amount of people that are there. So we're surmising that she was... Well, we have to surmise she either, as you said, locked out and saw 2,000 limos strategically parked all over the damn place and just happened to say, whoa, what yo did his limo driver? That's the guy I wanted to see as well. And the limo guy is like, yeah, you know what? He's definitely going to like you. I think that's highly unlikely. I think that you'd have to win. You could win the lottery a couple of times versus that happening. Or was she trolling these multiple different limousines? Knock. Yo, are you Diddy's driver? No. Okay. Nah. If you're not the third limousine down, he might be able to tell you. Like, every part of this doesn't make any sense. And then it's broadcast exclusively on the National Broadcast Corporation News.
Yeah.
And they've protected her identity.
Exactly.
Huh?
Thank you, Noble. So what we're showing here is that, okay, give me someone famous, a woman in UK. I don't even know. Melanie B. Yo, she touched me. BBC, come interview me, man. It happened 25 years ago. On a night that the Brits was going on, I went down there as a 11-year-old,
Yeah, come.
12-year-old, sorry. And I got there and I met her driver and she said, yo, Melanie likes you. She's looking for you. I got in there. Interview me, BBC. Put me on. Let me hide my identity. I want a meal. I want a meal.
Yeah.
Let me hide my identity. Let me go out there and say she done all these things. It ain't never going to happen, Noble.
You know,
Because I'm going to be vetted beforehand. They're vetting this woman on TV. Let's keep going.
I think when he said that to you,
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
She went to a White House, she says, where she spoke to musicians Benji Madden and his brother.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time.
Listen.
At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
These times, Jay-Z and Diddy are on fire. Both of them. 2000 New York. Jay-Z was like one of the hottest things. Diddy.
Pre Big Pimpin'. Was Pimpin' Big
Big
Pimpin'
Pimpin' that came out the summer before.
Okay.
Yeah, Big Pimpin' come out the summer before this. So these men are hot. You can see Rockefeller, the Rockaware and all of that. Yeah. So you just scored because they're saying that the celebrity that was in there allegedly is J-Lo. That's what they protect. So you notice the Latin American, you don't say her name. The Latin American is celebrity B. But these two, man, you put their face in this thing. You see that, Noble? Because there's a special care
that's needed.
That is needed. And remember, if the dads drove 5 hours, think about it, people. The dads drove 5 hours, she said, to pick her up. That means this is a dad that is a real concerned dad for his child. How did you get away? The quality of a good father.
Come on.
All right.
But then doesn't he say that he does not have no recollection of that?
Sorry, go ahead. No, that gets said in this. I was gonna let it just go through naturally.
And raped me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth.
Yeah, go through.
So she had a drink and she started feeling woozy and lightheaded, and then she was being raped by Jay-Z and Sean Combs, but yet had the whereabouts and recollection to be able to fight them off.
Thank you. And remember, there's people that drink. There's people in this world that have drunk last night and they don't remember what happened last night.
Exactly.
There's people that have been spiked last night in some club somewhere on planet Earth.
Come on, man.
And they don't remember it today. So why are we listening to this person say, she's setting the table saying I was drugged? So how you remember all of this? Let's keep going.
Stop it, cut the
After the alleged rape, she says she ran to a gas station where she called her father, who picked her up and drove her home.
We rode home in silence. He didn't ask me what happened. He didn't ask me what I did or where I was.
In an interview with NBC News, her father said he could not verify the claims. Quote, I felt like I would remember that, and I don't. I have a lot going on, but I mean, that's something that would definitely stick in my mind, he said. When we asked the woman about the contradictions in a phone interview on Friday, she said that she stands by her statements. I have made some mistakes, she said. Honestly, what is the clearest is what happened to me. The inconsistencies in her account of an incident alleged to have happened 24 years ago does not necessarily mean the allegations are false. The accuser's attorney, Tony Busby, said, because we have interrogated her intensely, she has even agreed to submit to a polygraph. This has been extremely distressing for her.
Listen, this is what I don't like about the mainstream media, This is what I hate about the mainstream media. The dad said he don't remember this. Her own dad said he don't remember this. People, if your daughter was assaulted, you would remember that. I don't care what no man's saying. If your daughter was assaulted, you would remember every single detail. I'm a father, If a man troubled my youth, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Now, I'm not saying everyone's the same, but he don't remember it. come on, man. It's like the dad's almost saying, yo, this didn't happen. This didn't happen. And then this is the mainstream media. Let me show you what they do, people. So they'll say, this lawyer said she's going to do a polygraph. But we both know that a polygraph can't be used in a court of law.
Exactly.
So if we're going by that, then there should be no such thing as even trials. We just do that. That means nothing.
It's all TV, it's all movies.
There's people that pass. There's people that know how to pass them.
Oh yeah.
Because it's all based on your is it emotion?
It's your emotion which then plays a part in physiological. So your sweat, you might sweat, your temperature, your heartbeat, all those kind of things. Because they put the band around your chest and they look at your pulse, and they've got some diodes on your head, I think, as well.
And there could just be people that are genuinely nervous when that's happening.
And that's another thing. That's why they're only, depending on who's doing it, it can only be a maximum of like 80% effective, and that's still subjectional as well. And
just another thing I'll say before we continue, people, if you watch a lot of these live streamers on YouTube, yeah, you know how they start the live stream, Noble? People, tell me you ain't seen this. They say, yo, for 5 minutes we just gotta kill some time and that, because once we get past 5 minutes, we get monetized.
Oh, yeah.
So people, they don't really care about the story. They just care about engagement.
Come on,
because people, there is money being made on YouTube, Let's keep this thing rolling.
She has experienced seizures and had to seek medical treatment due to the stress. In a statement to NBC News, Sean Carter said this incident didn't happen, and yet he filed it in court and doubled down in the press. True justice is coming. We fight from victory, not for victory.
Okay, now remember, people were saying before last week on Unfiltered, but Mark, Jay-Z didn't deny it. So what you saying now? He just said it didn't happen. What more can the man do?
Whoa. That statement was, I will give him credit, and I don't think he wrote that big, robust statement himself. I think his PR company put that out. That big, long, couple paragraph statement was very robust, and he was saying, yo, touching children is something that we don't do, and we don't do them things, man. I come from nothing and all that business. He robustly said he's got nothing to do with it, and if he named the people them and put it criminally, man, let's do this thing, boss.
That's it. This is what I'm saying. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. This is why I say they're just slapping us as the face of these heinous acts. They're putting these men up there as the face. Go back to that comment. Let's see if I still got it up here.
Yeah.
Hold on, folks.
I can't watch this. They're just dark and evil people. Yeah. It's sad, man. It's sad that we're at the point where they can just literally put anything.
Anything
out and
anything.
Swallow it up.
They can say anything, and the social media, everyone will eat it up. They dislike this man and they dislike his wife. That's a fact. I'm not asking you. They hate the man and they hate his wife. I'm not too invested in them like that. I know one thing I will say with Jay-Z, I appreciated that 4/4 album with the
My president
no, not that one. OJ, the story of OJ.
Oh.
Tell me who else was dropping jewels like that around that time? Grown man business. All these other men are holding money phones to their head, talking about bitches and whore. The man come out and said, yo, he's giving you, man, the game. We still hate him. And I'm not saying whatever it is why you hate him. This is why I had to drop out of the DVD club.
Come on.
If you're going to show me these, man, please show me Elton John as well.
Come on.
Show me Bon Jovi.
Come on.
Show me all these other men. Like you said, Vince McMahon. This man has got how many allegations made against him? How many? All this stuff. Oh, he done this, he done that. No kind of nothing.
Hey, yo, Vince. What's her name? Linda. Where's Linda McMahon at the moment, sibling? What's she doing? His wife. What's Vince's wife? I can't get my damn words out. Vince McMahon's wife doing? What position does she hold now in America?
She's in the presidential thing, innit?
She's in the cabinet.
There you go. There you go.
Elon Musk. Come on, people.
But remember, no one cares about that, Noble. They don't care because people have been conditioned. Anytime somebody who looks at you does something, there has to be some sort of, he sold his soul. He done this. I remember when Gilly the kid's son died, I sacrificed him. Like, there's always something with us, man. Why can't we just be successful? Why they always got to be some deal with the debt? Most these, man, I got news for you. If you've ever hustled Class A, heroin and them things, you've sold your soul too.
Yeah, come.
If you're in a gang fighting against people that look like you, guess what? You've sold your soul too.
Come on.
You see what I'm trying to say? So there's a lot of the pot calling the kettle black. That's what's going on. There's a lot of people that have already sold their soul. There's certain men who they've already sold their soul. You've already done. And I'm telling you now, if this was true, people, if this was true that you could just sell your soul and become a billionaire, it was that easy. I'm telling you now, most of these men would do it. They would do it because they would do whatever for that paper. Yeah. So if the devil came down to them and said, listen, I can't promise where you're going after this existence, but during this existence, you're going to have the money, cars, and clothes and holes, but I need that soul, rude boy. Man are going to say, where do I sign up? I'm telling you now, most of these men are going to do it. Morals are all out the window.
You've laid it out, sibling. You've laid it out. Listen, they've already sold their soul, but their prize is different to the Jay-Z's prize. You laid it. Their prize is to kill people who look just like us. Their prize, their thing, to get the cars, the clothes, the money, and the hoes, is to sell the white girl, to sell the Bobby Brown, to sell the mix-up gal. Yeah, that's their thing. Whereas the other man, potentially, if we're still on that same frame of mind, that frame track, these successful billionaires, these moguls and stuff, they've just done it a different way, and their prize is to be famous. Yeah, your prize is to be hood famous, to be hood rich. Yeah, to be a ghetto star. That's your thing. Your name to be ringing around in the local areas and thing. Yeah, you drive. You look at RS5 or something. You know what I mean, that's your thing.
Exactly.
Your deal was done. Your deal was done. You're not pushing nothing. You're not pushing that line. You're not being a man. You are being a worker of iniquity. You done sold your soul to the devil also.
That's a fact. Let's keep this thing flowing.
Is any part of you scared coming out against such powerful people?
Propaganda.
Yeah, I'm scared of what could happen, but I'm more afraid of letting it eat me alive from the inside out than I am of, being chastised by their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe, we just heard a very strongly worded statement from Jay-Z. What else are you hearing from him and his team?
Yes, so his attorney said that they're going to ask the court to, quote, dismiss this frivolous case. And also moments ago, we heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, this is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab. And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there. Chloe, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about.
All right, people. So what we're saying. So let's look at common sense here. Again, let's get into the common sense side of things here. We've just watched that report. No, but does it make sense?
None.
That's all I'm saying. Now, we're not saying the outcome, none of that. We're looking at the story that's been laid out. The band she said she met the night come out and said they weren't even in the country. The father said he didn't drive. And you know what people are saying now? Jay-Z paid them. You can't win. It doesn't matter. You cannot win. Once the accusation's on you, it's on you. No one cares. No one cares about the truth. No one cares about the facts. From you accused, you're guilty.
Especially if you're original. Let me throw another name in this here. Peter Nygaard. Peter Nygaard even. You recognize that name?
No.
You see, I bet the chat won't know who the hell I'm talking about. Assault by fashion mogul. Yeah, another mogul, a fashion mogul, Peter Nygaard, derailed my life, a victim says. He's been convicted of multiple assaults, not just one. And you know what's interesting as well? He had an island, quite similar to Jeffrey Epstein. Very close. He was in the Bahamas. Real close to, where Virgin Atlantic, Richard Branson, has got an island as well. See, these Wagadons, they have islands where they do their madness. And strangely enough, and again, Mark, you didn't know, you don't remember, but we've built on this before still, offline. But his name isn't plastered all over the thing. His victims ain't coming out. But yeah, we can go onto social media and you'll remember this one because there's a clip of him and another dude, white guy, with a crazy toupee on with about 4 or 5 beautiful sistrins. And they're talking about harvesting their eggs and how precious their eggs are, and we want your menstrual blood and how beautiful and how wonderful melanin is, and how black women don't know how much power they've got and all this. And they're like, yeah, man, we want to buy your eggs, man. You know what I mean? If you've got aborted fetuses, we want to buy that stuff as well. And you know what this wicked devil was doing, Mark? He was getting the fetal tissue and stuff, and he was spinning it around in the centrifuge. I won't go into all the detail, but then he was injecting it into himself. Let me send you a picture of this fool so you can see him. He looks like Dracula. It's like damn Dracula. But point I'm making is heinous things was going in with this geezer. Heinous things was going in. But where's the news coverage, Mark?
No.
BBC's put something up as of July, yeah, but it's not all on mainstream. What about the blogs? What about the blogs? Are the blogs putting this geezer out, showing him? Not no Diddy, no Nightgart, yeah, no Nightgart. Yeah, we don't even hear of this dude, but he was doing he was doing, if not worse things than Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. Exactly the same flex. And you know who was going to his parties? Because no one's talking. We're hearing about the Diddy parties. Who was going to the Diddy parties? And yeah, I went to the Diddy parties, but I didn't go to the Diddy after parties. I wasn't going to the Diddy white parties or the Diddy after white parties, yeah, because there's levels in it, and then within these parties there's parts that you can't go to. We've seen the movies, we've been to places where there's certain parts that are locked off, and depending where you are in the social pecking order, you only remain in the main room and you don't go through those chambers. It's standard. This is life, real life. But if you've got the complexion for the, if you've got melanin in your complexion, if you're original man or woman, unfortunately we've got an uphill battle, and you don't realize that you still don't realize that, people. Have we been lulled into the sense of, oh, Britain's not racist and you can be successful? Look, we've got Skepta and we've got this man and we've got Lady Leisha doing vodkas and all this kind of stuff. No, there's no
But they got her
racism.
out of here as well, remember Leisha, they put an allegation on her and she went through court and all that. I remember she was drained at the time. I messaged her and said, yo, hold your head. And she messaged back, thanked us for not covering it because it was just not true. You know what I mean? It just wasn't true. But that hurt her. She lost a lot of opportunities. That's why I'm saying this era, it needs to pass. We got to get to the point where, yes, people, there are terrible people out there, but we got to make sure that they are actually terrible people. Now, with the Jay-Z thing, if my man done this, throw away the key. Throw away the key. But to parade an accusation that don't even make sense, it's gone viral. How many pieces of content have been made about this? There should at least be some sort of panel to go over the actual allegation before it goes public. That would help. B, if these allegations turn out to be untrue, I'm talking about where somebody made it up, they should face jail time. If that happens, it changes the landscape of this, because it don't matter if you want to fight it. It don't matter if you stay silent. It don't matter if you comment. If you are disliked, you're guilty. Simple as that. So there needs to be something else in place to protect everybody, because there are malicious people out here.
Yeah.
And there are people out here who do malicious things too, who do heinous things. But we have to make it clear who's guilty and who is not guilty.
I agree, but at the same time, Mark, we're all adults, I mean, let's flip it directly on us and the siblings and listeners. Then have we fallen for the trap? Did we hear this news and said, oh yeah, man, it's Jay-Z, man, yeah, man, I knew it was gonna be him because he's a devil, man, he's a tan devil, blah 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 blah. It's him. It's in the newspapers. Look, even the BBC talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. It's him. We didn't say that. We said, well, okay. I mean, I like this particular character. Okay, cool. Let's hear what the accusation is. And then you watch the NBC thing, you listen to his robust statements, you listen to what the lawyer said, and you're like, I've got some questions. This doesn't seem as cut as dry. Everybody else, Mark, has the opportunity, but they're so damn lazy, hateful, hopeless, helpless, and they love misery because it loves company. That's what it is. We have to legislate they're never going to do it, what you've said, but we have to legislate for people's sense. Like, we said it, they put out that we live on the moon and the earth is the moon. Yo, we did, oh, flipping out. We thought it was the opposite way around, but that's what they said on the news now. Shit,
Yeah.
new paradigm shift, that's the flex.
Yeah.
Come on. The land's water and the water's land. Shit, I wasn't taught that at school, Mark, but they're telling us now. So that's the facts.
Yeah.
No, we have the responsibility to say nah. But again, this is the culture. This is the culture.